What will realistically happen if John Cena walks into WrestleMania and takes down Cody Rhodes and becomes the WWE champion? Today, we're going to fantasy book the timeline of what's going to happen from John Cena winning the WWE championship all the way till he retires at the end of this year. So buckle up. This is going to be a fun ride. Now, really quickly, if you guys enjoy professional wrestling content, give me one favor and hit that subscription button so you guys can see all the future videos. With that being said, let's fantasy book John Cena's 2025. So night 2 of WrestleMania just ended and John Cena has defeated Cody Rhodes. More than likely, The Rock will be out there. Travis Scott will be out there. Anybody else that might have recruited to help him win that match will be out there, and John Cena will hold that title over his head. And like he promised, he's going to take that title home. Now, the biggest question is what's next, right? So realistically, I think that the first episode, which is the Raw after WrestleMania, we will start having the breakdown of what really went down. I think Cody Rhodes is going to have to come out, apologize to the universe, say he's sorry, say he let everybody down, and that he is going to make sure that he gets that title back that John Cena did not deserve, that he cheated to win, that he, whatever tricks that he had up his sleeve to win. And basically, Cody Rhodes is now going to be on his redemption arc. But I believe John Cena is not going to be there on the first Raw after WrestleMania. I believe he's going to wait a week or two. At that point, we're going to have a situation where we need to set up a match at Backlash. And I think there's only one match that makes sense for us to have at Backlash. WWE Backlash is going to be taking place in St. Louis, Missouri. And if you guys didn't know, there is a massive superstar that is from St. Louis, Missouri, who also has a lot of history with John Cena. And figure out by that description who I'm talking about. We are talking about Randy Orton. I believe that after his win against Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, Randy Orton is going to want to kind of get revenge for his, legacy member, the guy that he was basically the mentor for, Cody Rhodes, and kind of knock the sense back into John Cena, for which he is going to, when John Cena has his first promo, his music is going to hit. He's going to confront John Cena and he's going to tell him that he's now going to take that title off his shoulder that he said he was going to take over off of Cody Rhodes' shoulders, which we're going to then set up a match for us to have Backlash, Randy Orton versus John Cena. So those two are going to go into a little feud. We're going to get reminders of their previous feuds and stuff like that. So those two will go into their mini feud. They're going to obviously remind us of the feuds that they had. And it's going to be funny that we always had a heel Randy Orton against a face John Cena, and now the roles are going to be reversed. But I believe the results are going to be the same. I believe John Cena is going to end up winning. Again, I think there's going to be some funny business. But I believe we're going to start seeing cracks in John Cena kind of not wanting to do it this way. When something happens in that match, he looks at Randy Orton and goes, whoa, like the roles are reversed. And we start seeing little cracks in John Cena's character. Then we're going to be setting up for Money in the Bank. Now, there's two parts to this Money in the Bank that are going to be very, very important. The first one is we need to figure out who's going to win the Money in the Bank. Now, I believe this is going to be one of two realistic options. I believe you either, one, have somebody that is young that is going to come in and win the Money in the Bank, or you have Cody Rhodes end up winning this Money in the Bank. And in this scenario, we're going to have Cody Rhodes winning the Money in the Bank ladder match and being the person that is going to hold that briefcase, because that is obviously going to set us up for something big down the line. Now, Money in the Bank, I believe we're going to be running back the 2011 Money in the Bank, and CM Punk beating Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania is going to set us up for now. CM Punk is the #1 contender for the championship, and he is going to say that he is now going to be going up against. Now, I believe they're going to be running back the 2011 Money in the Bank between CM Punk and John Cena. And the way that we get there is at WrestleMania, CM Punk has to win the triple threat match and now become the #1 contender for the WWE championship. And he lets Randy get his turn at Backlash and says that now at Money in the Bank, we're going to run back our famous time. CM Punk said he was going to walk out with the title, which he did at Money in the Bank. And John Cena said he's going to walk out with the title at the end of the year from WWE. CM Punk is going to stop him from that. And CM Punk is going to make sure that John Cena walks out with nothing. And these two are going to run it back. But unfortunately, once again, John Cena is going to win the match at Money in the Bank, which again, we will start seeing more and more cracks in John Cena's heel character that are going to start making us think, oh my God, is this guy going to turn face? He's kind of like not wanting to do a lot of the heel things that he's going to have to do to win these matches. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cody Rhodes obviously then comes in and cashes in his Money in the Bank after John Cena wins. Nah. You guys know how it works when a babyface is the champion, right? Is the Money in the Bank holder. Now, this is where things get a little fun. Next up, we have King of the Ring. Now, this is going to set us up for something massive because I believe whoever wins this King of the Ring is going to choose to either face the World Heavyweight Champion or choose to face the WWE Champion. Now, I've been going back and forth on this one, and I'm going to give both scenarios on what I think could happen, what should happen, and why my fantasy booking mind is wrapped around this crazy King of the Ring. I think CM Punk is going to end up winning the King of the Ring. Now, that would put us in a situation where CM Punk can then go, I want to run it back with John Cena, or he can go after whoever the World Heavyweight Champion is. They can also use the King of the Ring to take the title off of Jey Uso if he still has it at this point, and obviously he wins at WrestleMania. But I believe that Cody Rhodes will also be doing the honorable thing, and he's going to say that he is cashing in his Money in the Bank at SummerSlam to face John Cena. Now, I would love a triple threat match between CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and John Cena for the title at SummerSlam, because once again, you can protect Cody Rhodes by having John Cena pin CM Punk and then setting us up for something down the line. But I actually believe that this situation, no matter whether we get a triple threat match, no matter whether we get Cody Rhodes and John Cena one-on-one, I believe this is the inevitable face turn for John Cena. I believe at some point or another in this match, The Rock is going to come out to try to help John Cena win, and he's going to end up turning again by turning on The Rock, kicking The Rock in the balls, becoming the babyface again, but ultimately losing this match and losing his title at this match, which I do believe Cody Rhodes is going to walk out of SummerSlam once again being the champion of the world and becoming your WWE champion. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why not just have Roman Reigns win the King of the Ring, have these three, and have Roman Reigns win the title? I just feel like it's not the right time and place because I believe that we're going to be setting our stage and setting our sights on Survivor Series. Now, at this point, The Rock is going to be pissed the hell off that John Cena turned on him. John Cena sold out, and he was supposed to be John Cena's champion, and he ended up losing the title to the guy that didn't sell out to him. So now, the rest of this year, he is going to make not only Cody Rhodes' life miserable, he's going to make John Cena's life miserable, which he is then going to recruit 4 guys to become the bad guys. I don't know if it's going to end up being the bloodline that they had. I don't know if they're going to end up recruiting guys like Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Jacob Fatu, Bronson Reed, any bad guys in the WWE, Gunther, whoever the biggest heels are going to be in the company, to end up setting up a War Games match. And I believe the good guys will be all the biggest baby faces in the company. We'll get a Cody Rhodes, we'll get a Roman Reigns, we'll get a John Cena, Jey Uso, CM Punk, like those 5 against whoever the 5 biggest heels in the company are going to be. Maybe even throw Randy Orton on the bad side or the good side, whichever way they want to go. And that is going to be your Survivor Series match. Ultimately, the good guys are going to end up winning Survivor Series, which is going to then set us up for something towards the end of the year because they're going to do Crown Jewel. I believe we're going to get some fun matches at Crown Jewel. I don't know if John Cena does Crown Jewel or whatever, but I do believe we'll get like a Cody Rhodes against whoever is the champion, run that back, and all that fun stuff. Because Crown Jewel was kind of set up, again, to be more of a gimmick thing. And then Crown Jewel will be over, which is going to set us up for how we get to basically John Cena's retirement, which I believe will be whatever PLE is at the end, whether they do a Saturday night main event, whether they do a PLE dedicated solely to the retirement of John Cena, where we get a face John Cena against a face Cody Rhodes, main eventing that, and that is going to be your passing of the torch moment where Cody Rhodes ends up beating John Cena for the title. John Cena then, whatever the next show is, whether it's Monday Night Raw, whether it's SmackDown, will then have like a final retirement farewell send-off where all the guys and girls come out and wish him goodbye. Now, the biggest thing is that I believe John Cena has to do the job when he is going to retire. I know a lot of people want to see John Cena go out on top. I do believe we'll get something at the end where on his final like say or whatever, he kind of like signs off and owns all the heels and all the bad guys and whatever. But he gives us a final sign off, a final you can't see me, a final this, you know, the last time is now, and he walks out that door. He will be remembered as one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. In my opinion, he is the greatest of all time. But I believe this last year will be super memorable all the way from him turning heel at Elimination Chamber up until him winning number 17. I know I didn't book him winning the Intercontinental title, which would have been awesome. I just feel like it takes away from a lot of the young people that are in the scene right now. Like the Intercontinental title scene right now realistically is Braun Breaker and Dominic Mysterio. Those are two guys that we want to see have it. Penta would be awesome, and him taking the title off of them would kind of be like, you know, I just don't feel like it does anybody any service unless he wins it and just loses it back. Because I know you guys were going to ask them in the comments, where's the IC title? Does he become a Grand Slam champion? I do not believe he ends up winning the IC title, but I do believe, like I said, the man lays on his back for his final match, basically passes the torch over to Cody. I believe Cody Rhodes will be like the final person he hugs and raises his hand as like a final goodbye, and he walks off into the sunset as the greatest of all time. Now, I want to know from you guys if there's any matches that I had on this list that you disagreed with, any matches you guys think I'm missing, any fantasy booking that you would have loved to see somewhere along the line. I really believe that this guy is the most important figure in the past and realistically in my lifetime as a WWE fan, and I'm gonna wish him all the best. I'm excited to see everything that happens the rest of this year, and if you guys have any future fantasy bookings, I don't know if you guys enjoyed this, let me know down in the comments below. I'd definitely love to do some fantasy bookings. And if you guys made it all the way to the end of this video, do me one small favor, make sure you guys subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, hit that thumbs up. With that being said, this is much love from me to y'all. Peace out, everybody.